So this is Never Again Radio. No, we're at probably episode 120.
So that I can be able to get this education that I needed, and it worked out to my favor. And so, so then they brought me on board on this youth. It was called the Youth Media Initiative program. They brought me on board. We were able to fundraise. We were able to work with the kids. We were able to visit like the high schools, and we were able to visit the different colleges and to talk about the program. And then that's when everything started coming together. And then that's when I really knew that, wow, this is like really, really important for me as an artist and as a person, because it really shows that we have to put the community before ourselves, and we really give back, and we really show that love for people. That will continue in our artistry, that will continue to help us to grow to be the best that we can be. And so that chapter in my life really culminated into who I am today. And so the projects that I'm working on now, What's Your Story and My City dance series, these two projects, putting both together, are projects that are giving people the opportunity to tell their story and to bring their story to life through the power of film and photography. And so, this really gives everyone walks of life, different people, walks of life, just to be able to tell their story, to come onto this platform and to speak passionately about how they started, to speak through movement, through dance, to tell their story through movement, and to be able to capture that and to be able to see the results after that. It's just amazing. And I was able to witness that the other day. I had gotten an email from a film piece for What's Your Story that I did. She was telling me that so many people were moved by her story. They were moved by the film, that it moved them to take action. It moved them it was something that they needed to hear. And that, when she sent that email to me, and that right there, it got me so, I welled up inside, because I knew that, wow, this is actually it's making an impact on people. And so, again, so it just really goes back to all the things that I've learned over the years, and how I've matured as an artist, as a person, and how this is all just coming together and formulating into what it is today.
I want to go back to, there's so much I want to touch on, and we have so many similarities on how I interview, and we both really enjoy showing the parts of people that they don't notice because they've already gone to an ahead. And then when you get to show them that in an interview or showcase that in film, and when, it's nice when somebody says to you, hey man, like when you got that email, like she doesn't look at herself in that light that you showed her. And then for her to be like, wow, like I am this person that's doing all these things, and then for you to touch her in that way, and then for her to send you that email and then move your emotions, it's my favorite thing to do with people. I had a guy on here the other day for pancakes and protein shakes, and like he does all this stuff for charity, and he's so selfless, and I could tell in the expressions on his face when I started interviewing and showing him the stuff that he's doing, like it's like, oh, it's like he's so busy helping people, he doesn't even realize. I'm sure he realizes what he's doing, but to get him to it, like see it through an interview, it's one of my favorite things to do. Mm-hmm. When you were going through the film stuff and you started making your films and doing the impact through the youth group and stuff, what was the first piece that you actually completed and you were like, wow, like this? Because I'm sure when you got involved and you were doing all that, well, like what was the very first thing that you guys accomplished that you were like, I'm making a difference, I'm moving stuff, we're doing stuff for the community, and like kind of caught you into being obsessed with doing that for that point of your life?
It was when the first time I knew that this was really making an impact was when people started to ask about the project, when people started reaching out to me when I was doing the dance project for the short film project in Northampton, and the way people responded to it, the way how people were excited about it. It was at the point, Mike, where I was in Northampton, and I had like we were in like this. It it was a cafeteria, but it's like a big space where they have like the stage and everything like that. It was at the point where I had like the whole room was people were sitting there listening to what I'm pitching to them about the project. It was at that point to where people were so interested in learning about it, where they were like, well, how can I help? How can I show that support for it, in bringing the dance community, bringing artists together to create something that everyone can benefit from and that everyone can really see, how their value.